What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Les Alex here, and yeah, if you guys watched my most recent video about playoff bracket, I didn't do so hot. But what's awesome about this playoff structure for the MLB this season, we got a lot of rounds. We got a lot of rounds, a lot of games, a lot of series. So I figured, why not redo it? Let's reset the bracket with the teams that are currently playing, and I can give myself a second shot at this thing. And then again, next round, we'll probably do the same thing. But if you guys enjoy this kind of content and you like this video, make sure to hit it with that like button. And if you're new here and you like sports, you like baseball, and like sports cards, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I'm coming out with new content almost every single day here on the channel. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget the post notification bell icon. Of course, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All right, now that we've got all that stuff out of the way, let's get into this video. Gonna be checking out the MLB postseason bracket after the division games. So let's take a look. All right, so obviously we are on MLB.com. Of course, I can't do the $100,000 challenge again, but what I can do is in post-production put up little images, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So let's take a look at the ALDS from top to bottom. We got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the New York Yankees. Of course, the Tampa Bay Rays were among one of, if not the best team. They were extremely well-rounded throughout the season. And then you've got the Bronx Bombers, so incredibly hard to pick against the Bronx Bombers. Of course, they had the bats really hot against Cleveland in the wild card round, but my gut says that it's just Tampa Bay versus the world right now. And because of that, I am actually going to pick the Tampa Bay Rays to advance to the ALCS. Who will they be facing? Let's head on over. Houston versus Oakland. This rivalry is as old as time, it feels at this point. I feel like almost every single season, the Astros knock out Oakland, and Oakland can never seem to get past them. They can never seem to get past the hump. Of course, you know, Houston, nobody likes Houston unless you're an Astros fan. They just have a knack for winning in the postseason. Carlos Correa going out, talking smack. He's like, nobody expected us to be here. We went on the road. Bro, you went on the road in an empty stadium. Like, come on. And then the A's, again, yeah, they beat the White Sox. A lot of people I know was saying the White Sox could have done something this postseason. I didn't pick them. I actually did pick. They were one of my few teams that actually did win. The A's did win. But in this series, I think that the Astros' late postseason experience is just going to overpower what Oakland has to do. And unfortunately for Oakland A's fans, yet again, I think the Astros are going to win. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that is what it is. So your ALCS is going to be the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Houston Astros. Back on over to the other side of the bracket, we have the NLDS. We have the Los Angeles Dodgers, the favorite, the team that I chose to win it all at the beginning of the year, against the Slam Diego Padres, who knocked out my St. Louis Cardinals. Unfortunately, the bat flip from Fernando Tatis Jr. was super epic. No shade. I mean, they bat flipped on us. That's fine. The next game, I thought Jack was going to come out and pitch a great game. He did, but the Cardinals couldn't scratch across any runs. This does, though, seem like the end of the road, in my opinion, for San Diego. This is going to be a really fun series, though. Probably the best series of the entire NLDS. These are going to be 5-game series, but this is going to be a fun one. You got power versus power. Hopefully Clevenger and Lamet can be back for the Padres, and it's going to be a really good series if that's the case. Clayton Kershaw, you know, pitched an amazing game there for the Dodgers last round, but at the end of the day, I do think the Dodgers are going to be able to win this one, probably in 4 or 5 games. The Padres are with it. I think if the Padres next season can get more pitching, they can really, really make a run for a championship. But yeah, I think that the Dodgers have this series and have the Padres numbers. All right, so next up we have the Florida Marlins, the Miami Marlins, whatever you want to call them, versus the Atlanta Braves. Freddie Freeman, MVP caliber, versus who knows what the Marlins are. I certainly didn't expect them to be here, especially this late in the season. Sixto Sanchez was looking very, very good in his first postseason start. He was the youngest starter to win a clinching game for the Marlins since way back in the day. Dontrelle Willis did it. This series is going to be fun, but at the end of the day, I do think the Braves are going to be the ones that win just because they're overall just a better team. They've been doing it longer. The Marlins are kind of here, and even though every single time the Marlins make the playoffs, they win the World Series, I just don't think that's going to happen. I think that is probably going to end. So that means we got the Dodgers, the Braves, and then let's go back on over to the other side of the bracket, Tampa and Houston. Tampa and Houston, this is going to be an extremely fun matchup. Of course, you've got Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell. That pitching rotation is great, and not to mention their bullpen is extremely good. That lineup's pretty well-rounded. But again, for the Houston Astros, this is a team that is locked in. They are absolutely prepared for this series. It's going to be a fun matchup. I do believe that the Tampa Bay Rays will be advancing to the World Series. Who are they facing, though? That's the question. Kick it back on over to the NL side of things. We got the Dodgers. We got the Braves. Freddie Freeman, Max Fried, Ronald Acuna, Ozzie Albies. You know the names. You know this team. They've been in the playoffs. You know, they're still a young team, but they're starting to get their playoff experience. And then on the other side, you've got the Los Angeles Dodgers with potentially the best lineup almost ever. Probably the best lineup in my lifetime. You got Justin Turner. You got Cody Bellinger. You got Mookie Betts. You guys know who they have. Walker Buehler, of course, in that rotation. And Clayton Kershaw. I really do think this is Clayton Kershaw's time. He's here. He's ready to rock. He's not going to give up a bunch of nonsense in the postseason this year. He's going to lock it down, and the Dodgers are going to advance to the World Series. So that means that we'll have the Tampa Bay Rays versus the LA Dodgers in a 7-game series. These are the two best teams. These are the two best teams in all of baseball. I really did want to pick an upset in the AL, but I tried to get cute with that and pick the Twins, and that just did not work. They got crushed by Houston. So here we are, the two best teams in the MLB this season. You got the Titans of both leagues. It's going to be a fun watch. I'm really excited for it. The Dodgers, the Rays, this is going to come down to the pitching and the bullpen. Both teams have great pitching. Both teams have good bullpens. The Dodgers have the second best bullpen in baseball. The Rays have the fourth best bullpen in baseball. As many baseball fans know, it really does come down to your pitching in the World Series. You got the Dodgers with the second best rotation ERA in all of baseball. The Rays have the eighth, though. This is going to be so hard to pick, but if I had to pick one, I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to stick with the LA Dodgers winning it all, probably in 6 or maybe even 7 games. This is going to be a really fun series. Both teams extremely well-rounded, and I'm excited. I am really, really excited to see what actually happens. But my pick from this point is going to be the Los Angeles Dodgers winning the World Series. The Rays, again, having a great season. They were the best team in the AL all year, but I don't think that their bats can really match up to the Dodgers bats. So for that reason, I have to pick the Dodgers. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. LA Dodgers, I'm sticking to my guns on this one. Like I said, I picked them at the beginning of the season. I still think they are going to do it. I still think they're going to do it. Nothing has shown me. In fact, Clayton Kershaw's performance makes me think that it's going to happen even more now, just because he was dealing against the Brewers. So, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I'm coming out with sports content almost every single day, whether it's sports, baseball, football, basketball, and sports cards, of course. Still sticking with sports cards. I appreciate you all. Again, hit me up on Twitter and Instagram. Join the Discord. We're talking sports, sports cards, a bunch of fun stuff in the Discord. I'll leave that link in the description and in the comments section pinned. I appreciate you all. You're all amazing. And until the next time, I will see you all in the next one.